With a Grain of Salt is your go-to podcast for everything strange, spicy, and a little bit salty. From deep dives into cryptids and creepypastas to casual chats about cooking, Reddit stories, and off-the-cuff reactions, every episode brings a mix of mystery, humor, and real talk. Whether we're exploring the weird side of the internet or sharing behind-the-scenes vlogs, nothing is off the table. Just remember, take it all with a grain of salt. Welcome to the first ever episode of With a Grain of Salt. Today, we'll be talking about the wide known conspiracy theory of is the game's FNAF, also known as Five Nights at Freddy's, based off of true events. Let's get right into it. Five Nights at Freddy's is a horror game franchise created by Scott Cawthon that has captured imaginations with its creepy animatronics, dark lore, and simmering atmosphere of dread. A reoccurring theory among fans and internet sleuths is that the FNAF's lore is rooted not just a horror fiction, but draws some real murders, haunted locations, and urban legends. What is truth? What is speculation? And what is pure myth? Tonight, we explore. To understand whether FNAF might be based on real events, first we must sketch the lore within. First, several fictional locations are central. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, Freddy Fazbear's Family Diner, Circus Baby's Pizza World, and Freddy Fazbear's Fright. In the lore, Freddy is known for gruesome murders of children, haunted animatronics, a serial killer named William Afton, spring-lock suits, and more. Many of the game's scary elements are justified in a universe. In the lore, Freddy is known for gruesome murders of children, haunted animatronics, a serial killer named William Afton, spring-lock suits, and much more. Many of the game's scary elements are justified in a universe by legends and rumors, missing children, spirits, possessing animatronics, haunted objects, and failed safety mechanisms. So you can see we've got quite a list to go down. If you don't know, this is the main character we'll be focusing around, Freddy Fazbear, and the serial killer known across many different platforms, William Afton, great actor. If you've watched the live action movie with Matthew Lillard, I thought he fit the part just great. If you went through the lore, that was also great. If you would like a video where we react to the multiple hours of lore videos, let me know. Here are the main threads of theory that Five Nights at Freddy's is partially inspired by real events. Chuck E. Cheese and showbiz pizza analogies, people often point out that Freddy Fazbear resembles a real family pizza restaurants with animatronics, namely Chuck E. Cheese and Showbiz Pizza. The venues are well known: animatronics, kid parties, stage shows. Some fans have suggested that FNAF takes visual or atmospheric cues from these places. There are specific claims cited in fan circles that a Chuck E. Cheese's employee murdered co-workers after being fired in 1993, and this tragically may have influenced the game's backstory. However, according to widely available evidence, this is a claim not sustained. Major news sources do not document such a murder matching those details. The theory appears to be a fan speculation rather than fact. Haunted attractions in abandoned or derelict buildings. FNAF's Freddy Fazbear's Fright, a horror attraction in FNAF 3, explicitly uses the idea of salvaging relics from closed Freddy Fazbear restaurants, animatronic parts, old suit, and decayed decor are used to invoke haunted nostalgia. Fans draw parallels between FNAF's setting and real abandoned entertainment venues or haunted houses. Some abandoned restaurants with animatronics, etc., do exist, though no verified case matches the full lore of FNAF. Fan theories and holy shit, misinterpretations. Holy fuck. Fan theories and misinterpretation. Nah, cut that word. Some fans have tied the setting of the Afton family home to Hurricane, Utah, pointed to alleged real-life child murders in the 1980s in that area to suggest a geographical inspiration. However, searches do not evidently confirm a well-documented case matching FNAF's narrative here. This seems more speculative than evidential. Let's weigh the evidence. Our supportive points being the resemblance of FNAF's public setting to real family entertainment pizzerias is strong, animatronics, pizza, birthday parties, etc., which creates plausible inspiration. The horror attraction angle, haunted house, salvaged relics, creepy old buildings, is used in the series and is a recognized part of horror media and haunted location tourism. Some structural parallels, being abandoned locations, burnt out properties, do resemble real abandoned amusement parks or decayed attractions. Our weak conflicting points being the specific murder events in FNAF, for example, missing children, serial killers stuffing bodies in suits, spring-lock suit accidents, have no verified real-world case that matches that level of detail. Scott Cawthon, the creator, has not, to my knowledge, confirmed any single real evidence as the basis for the core missing children and haunted animatronics storyline. Some fan theories are contradictory or rely on ambiguous clues, for example, phone lines, location names in books versus games. To assess how much is inspired by reality, the worlds of Scott Cawthon are informative. Cawthon has suggested that the haunted attractions and creepy animatronics were a part of his inspirations in general. The uncanny valley effect of animatronics, that they look almost human but not quite, contributes significantly to the mood. He is not, to my knowledge, in interviews or public statements, named specific homicides or haunted houses as direct sources for the dark lore of missing children or supernatural possession. The missing children storyline seems to be more a horror trope than a retelling of any single event. So while there is evidence of atmospheric design and thematic inspiration, there is no credible confirmation of FNAF being directly based on a true story in the sense of key murders being factual. Why do fans persist in believing that FNAF might be real, or at least partly real? Horror works best when it feels real, using analogies to real life, pizza parlors, birthday parties, kids, entertainment, creates dissonance that heightens fear. Urban legends and rumor mills thrive online. Mystery gaps in the lore are fertile ground for speculation. The horror genre often misses fact and fiction. For example, the Amityville horror, haunted houses claims, etc., which encourages people to connect FNAF to real haunted places. It also tells us something about how people process humor, blending known places like restaurants and animatronics with known or unverified like hauntings and disappearances makes the narrative more compelling. So, in conclusion, what we can say in closing: Five Nights at Freddy's almost certainly draws on themes, atmosphere, and tropes that are real haunted attractions, animatronics, and family restaurants, abandoned buildings, urban legends about missing children, and the creepiness of machines that mimic life. But the core murderous event possessing spirits of the stuffed bodies and animatronic suits remain, as far as the public evidence shows, fictional. Thus, the theory that FNAF is based on real murders and haunted location holds water only to metaphorical or inspirational sense, not as documented fact. For those who love horror, that mix of fact, rumor, and imagination is part of FNAF so powerful. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys some more. We'll definitely, I've already got a few more episodes kind of in plan, so if you have any ideas, leave it down below, and I'll get that checked out. Anyway, I love y'all, and we'll call that a wrap.